Go for it, Dan.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to the June 4th, 2025 HBDC meeting. As soon as our clerk, Sam Stryber, gets through reading the governor's directive, we'll do a roll call of the members who are present and we'll be reviewing the applications this afternoon. Sam? No, set?
The minutes. Pursuant to Governor Healy's March 28, 2025, signing of Chapter 3 of the Acts of 2025, extending certain COVID-19 measures adopted during the state of emergency, suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, GLC 30A, para 20, until June 30, 2027. This meeting of the Chatham Historic Business District Commission is being conducted in person and via remote participation. Every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings as provided for in the order. A reminder that people who would like to listen to this meeting while in progress may do so by calling the phone number 508-945-4410, conference ID 336-774-698 hashtag, or join the meeting online via Microsoft Teams through the link in the posted agenda. While this is a live broadcast and simulcast on Chatham TV, Xfinity Channel 102, despite our best efforts, we may not be able to provide real-time access. We will post a record of this meeting on the town's website as soon as possible. In accordance with town policy, the public can speak to any issue, hearing, or business item on the agenda during the meeting when recognized by the chair.
Thank you, Sam. We'll do the roll call now. We'll start out with the Vice Chair, Darcy Sequin.
Darcy Sequin is here.
Alrighty, and then we have our first alternate, Tim Gilmore.
Tim Gilmore is here.
We have our clerk, Sam Stryber.
Sam Stryber is here.
Regular member, Bob Burns.
Bob Burns is here.
And regular member, Doug Grattan.
Doug Grattan is here.
And Dan Silver is here as well. All right, so we do have a quorum. Now, as soon as clerk, Sam Stryber, gets through reading your application, we ask that you step to one of the podiums on our right, give us a brief synopsis of your project, and we'll take it from there. Sam, what do we got first? Oh, I'm sorry, the first order of business will be the approval of the minutes, and that was the minutes of the meeting that was held on May 21st, 2025.
Doug Grattan will make a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
Bob Burns, second.
Motion's been made and seconded.
Bob Burns approves.
Tim Gilmore approves.
Darcy Sequin approves.
Sam Stryber approves.
Doug Grattan approves.
And Dan Silver approves as well. All righty, now we'll move on to the first application.
First application is a modification to an existing certificate of appropriateness, 25-034, Earthred, care of Lynn Wheeler, application to modify the certificate of appropriateness to allow for a color change to be approved to the approved roof signs located at 460 Main Street.
So my request is to change the lettering to gold leaf on the sign.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right, oh, I remember this one.
Do you want her to introduce herself?
Yes, will you reintroduce yourself, please?
Yes, hi, I'm Lynn Wheeler.
All righty, I remember this.
My daughter was here last time.
All right, so what are you doing? We had green and gold?
Yeah, so there was a miscommunication, so our request is to amend it, and our original request is that the lettering would be a cream color, and now we've requested that it be changed to gold leaf. So the lettering of the east spread along with the seahorse would be gold leaf. And it was my understanding that you had verbally agreed to the gold leaf on the seahorse, but my daughter had presented the lettering for East Spread to be in the cream color, which was Deserted Island, which we want gold leaf.
Okay, Doug, I think you're the one that had the question originally.
If I did, Dan, I don't remember, but I like the gold leaf change, and I think it will be look very nice.
Okay, Sam?
Excuse me, Mr. Chair.
Yes,
There's one item that was not discussed, which in the previous sign, which I will bring up, it was discussed that there would be a cream-colored border. If you notice on the screen, there's a border around each sign. And I was told, and you could confirm, that there's no more border. It's just going to be a flat sign with the green background, gold leaf for the lettering and the seahorse.
yeah, that's what we didn't get the last time. Oh, we also have with us Chantel Kilkenny, HPDC Secretary.
I have no more questions.
I have a question. I don't think when we discussed this, but the lettering for East Spread, this is of your own manufacture?
Correct, well, my husband's a builder, he did it, not me. My husband's a builder and a designer, he did it, not me.
Okay, and is he going to construct this and
Correct.
hand
Yep.
this?
Yep,
Some of the letters merge.
well, I mean, it was just a draft, it'll look great when it's done.
Oh, okay. So this is just the first try, or the eighth try, and we're going to have the ninth one, because he's got to cut gold leaf, so this is.
No, I understand, we've done signs before, I understand.
Okay, I'm just,
No, I appreciate
I'd just
that.
like to suggest that you get a little space between the letters and that it not be jammed so tight, because I think people won't be able to read what this letter is. Just, anyway, I guess that's all I have. Otherwise, I approve.
I think the gold leaf is a great improvement.
Exactly.
And it would be good if you could just present to Chantel the final draft of this, please. If you're going to space it or not space it or whatever, just present
Well,
her with
it's
it.
just that that's our logo, so I will, I'll have my husband take a look at it, but I thought that it was, the way that we had presented it was how we wanted it.
Okay, I'm fine with it. I didn't know if
The
you were going to
branding's
change it.
going on, yeah,
No,
our clothing and
I'm
other
okay with
things.
it.
I think the sign looks great.
Thank you.
Just one question on the background is green,
Yes,
and this is the color,
yes.
so, okay, so it's a dark green.
It's a historical green.
Okay,
yes.
good. No further questions.
Benjamin Moore Historical.
Thank you.
I have no questions, I'm fine with it.
Okay, so Doug Grant will make a motion on a modification of existing certificate of appropriateness. Application 25-034, East Spread, care of Lynn Wheeler. Application to modify the certificate of appropriateness to allow for a color change to the approved roof sign located at 640 Main Street from cream to gold leaf as presented.
Bob Burns, second.
Motion made and seconded, Bob?
Bob Burns approves.
Tim Gilmore approves.
Darcy Sequin approves.
Sam Starbird approves.
Doug Grattan approves.
And Dan Silver approves as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, that's really nice.
So now we're into signs, 25-035, Hey Joe and Jam, care of Signorama. Application to install a ground sign located at 16 Sequoia Road. And Sarah Clark, the central permitting planner, has determined that the proposed sign complies with the sign bylaw.
Hello,
All righty, good
my name is
afternoon,
Ryan.
sir. If you'll introduce yourself?
Yep, my name is Ryan Bradley. I'm here representing Signarama, and by extension, the customer, Hey Joe and Jam.
Okay, just take a quick break here. Sam, what does the sign warden say about the sign?
Well, she sums it up, the proposed sign complies with the sign bylaw. if you want me to read the,
No, if she, as long as,
yes,
I mean, if she commented, yeah, yeah. It says it complies?
yes, it does say she complies.
Okay, that's all we need to know, yeah.
It's a matter of square footage analysis, and she meets the square footage.
Well, might give the commission an idea of how big the sign is, yeah, quickly. If you want.
What?
Sounds like it complies, so.
Yeah, it complies, so, all right. Okay, go ahead.
All right. So we were contacted honestly, about 2 weeks prior to filing the paperwork for this one. The customer is looking to open a coffee shop over on Sequansit. They are looking to put a freestanding hanging sign in the place of where there is currently a sign that is suspended between two posts. It is going to be made out of 19 millimeter PVC, and then it is going to be, it's double-sided on stainless steel quick clips and chains with a matte digital print that is going to be the 4 colors that you see there: black, beige, purple, and orange.
All right, and you're proposing to change all the hanging signs too?
Yes, I filed separate sign permits for them, but I was told I only needed the one historic one for that. They are looking to add 3 riders that will go underneath it, or ladder signs, yes.
Okay, and what color are they?
They're black and beige.
Black and beige, okay. All righty. Is it light, is this lit, sign lit?
There, as far as I know, no. It's not, there is a small light on the ground there, but I was told that it does not function.
Okay. So you do have the opportunity to fix it and make it work, right?
That would be up for the customer. As a sign company, it's not.
Sure, no, I
something we're doing.
understand, yep,
Yeah.
okay. All righty. Doug?
So the current sign that's there now is between 2 posts.
It is,
And you're
yeah.
proposing, and this is going to hang. Do you feel it's going to be blowing in the wind, or is that sort of the purpose of it, or?
So they have a little bit of sway to them.
Okay,
But the sign is very heavy, 19 millimeter PVC is 3/4 of an inch.
okay,
And the clips and the chains that we use are very durable, so you'll have a little bit of sway, but it's not gonna be flapping or anything like that.
all right. Okay, I have no more questions.
Okay. Sam? Oops. Darcy?
Just a question, the background is black, correct,
It's
in the
black,
main
yeah.
sign?
Yeah, the program that we imported their artwork in from changed the colors a little bit.
Okay.
But they listed actual Pantone colors, and it is black.
Okay. That's all I have.
Okay. You're on. Tim?
Question on the Hey Joe and Jam, is that gonna be, the depiction, I know you have some paint swaths here, but the depiction is a very loud orange.
Yep, so it's gonna be closer to the swatch that we submitted. Like I said, it's just, the program didn't import them correctly. But it is going to be, that's the color we're using, so that's the color it's going to be. It's like a terracotta orange.
Okay, and as far as the lighting, you don't know if that sign's gonna be lit, or,
As far as I know, it's not, and they have no intention of changing it. But that's the clarification I got from them.
do you happen to know the hours of the business? Will it be open in the evening?
I don't know it off the top of my head.
Okay,
That's not something they shared with me.
no further questions.
Just following up on your comment, I think the orange is a little bright, so I don't know if that can be toned down.
Okay. I think they'd be open to that. They know that this is a historic area, and they know that there are gonna be some stipulations. The designer is based out of state. I think she's based out of Connecticut, so she might be a little bit more unfamiliar with that. The original designer. We took it, we haven't really changed it from their original design, not knowing if there's gonna be any need to or not.
Yeah, the purple on the sign looks fine. The purple on the right is a lot brighter
Okay.
in the chip, and then the orange is pretty bright. So my comments are try to tone it down.
Okay. It's also, like I said, it's also gonna be matte, I know, so there will be less gloss as well. Those chips were gloss, because that's all I had at the time.
Okay.
I don't know if that translates to a shininess or brightness in the photocopy.
Okay, I agree with Bob that the photograph shows a very bright orange. No question that it's orange, but the samples we got, it looks more like copper.
Yeah.
Faded copper slightly, yeah, so I have no problems with it.
Okay.
If it's gonna be like the sample. The rest of the colors are fairly muted. So, all right. Sam?
I find the sign sort of incompatible with Chatham, because it's designed to attract your attention and not just state the business that's there. And its difficulty lies in the black. The black establishes all the contrasts. And one contrast that doesn't work is the blue. The blue disappears completely and is wasted on the sign. So, and
Excuse me, Sam?
I'm using the name of the colors. It's actually a very purplish.
I believe it's supposed to represent jelly, yes.
It's what?
It's supposed to represent jelly. It's the jam part of the name, I believe, yeah.
I see.
So I believe it is supposed to be more of a jam, like a grape jam colored purple.
Excuse me, Sam?
Sam,
Over here.
Chantel.
There's no blue in the sign, it's purple.
I get that.
okay, it's just the
I'm looking at
swatches.
this- I looked now at the samples and I saw, but the purple would disappear just as quickly. So I'm not sure what to offer as a suggestion, but it might be lightening up the black.
Okay. I think the customer could be amicable to that.
Should I make a motion, Mr. Chairman?
Go ahead.
So under, Doug Rao will make a motion under signs, application 25-035, Hey Joe and Jam, care of Signarama. Application to install a ground sign located at 16 Sequoia Road as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
The motion is made and seconded.
Bob Burns approves.
Tim Gilmore, Bruce.
Darcy Sequin approves.
Sam Stryber abstains.
Okay.
Doug Grattan approves.
And Jan Silver approves as well. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you.
So we move on to 25-036, Hey Joe and Jam, care of Signarama, application to install a wall sign on the structure located at 16 Sequoia Road. And the central permitting planner has determined that the proposed sign complies with the sign bylaw.
You want to introduce yourself again?
Yeah, you have to start all over again.
Like I say, I'm the next three. So, my name is Ryan Bradley. I'm the general manager of Signarama. I'm here representing, obviously, Signarama and also the customer, Hey Joe and Jam. This is the attached to building sign that's going to be going above the main entryway of the building. It is going to be done on 3mm alley panel, which is a thin aluminum composite. It's lightweight, but also still stays very nicely, nice and rigid. It is the same 4 colors as the previous one. Yeah, we're going to be attaching it with screwed right into the building that we will then be covering with additional vinyl so that you do not see any of the screws or nail holes or anything like that. It is single-sided.
Okay, and I see there's no lighting on this sign.
No, this one has none.
Okay, I have no more questions.
Sam?
I feel the same about this sign. The black is too black. It could causes and the typeset is without serif, and it suffers the same problems with, that the first one did.
Darcy?
I think the sign colors are fine. If you go by the swatches, it certainly looks different than what's printed out there, so I'm okay with it.
Jim?
I would share Sam's concerns on this just because of its prominence, its height and its visibility. If there was some way to tone this down, I know it has to echo the signs on the colors on the street, but again, I would just echo what Sam said on this one, just because of its placement. Nothing else.
Okay.
I'd like to see the Hey Joe and Jam, it's not consistent with what's on the street. The colors are, why wouldn't you try to keep it consistent? You got orange on the street, and then you have, whatever it is, tan.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
I'm guessing because they have the orange on the little feather there.
I I agree with Bob and Sam. If those, are those flowers? I don't know what they are.
I believe they're flowers, yeah.
I'm sorry?
I believe they're supposed to be a form of flower.
Yeah, if there was something Cape-oriented, you know, seaweed or something, I'd be a little bit more happy with it than
All right.
that. It's certainly readable. The sign is, I'm fine with the Hey Joe and Jam. It's just those flowers kind of jump out at you.
Okay.
They're not as structured as the other sign was.
What was that?
They're not as structured as the other sign. You really don't know what they are.
Oh, yeah,
It's just-
I see what you're
it's just
saying.
colors.
The vision isn't as clear with this one as it was with the other one.
Could I make a suggestion? Mr. Chairman?
Well, you're going to anyways, whether I say
Oh, I
yes or no.
won't. Okay, all right. What if we did, instead of the flowers, if you had the a coffee cup on each side of Hey Joe that you have on the sign, that might be more
Okay.
acceptable to, that's just my opinion.
Absolutely. So basically, as just the sign, we're not actually the designers from this one.
Yeah.
We were just the sign company hired to produce the sign and do this part. If that is the case, I can absolutely take your things to the designer and see what she might be able to do with the recreation, changing it up like that.
And just one more question, one more thought, just as my own personal opinion, and just I'm
Yeah, yeah.
throwing it out there. If you did do that and you're gonna change it, would you also make the Hey Joe and Jam the same, I'm gonna call it a pumpkin or copper color to match the hanging sign as it's on the building?
I think we would, yeah. I
Okay.
think if we were gonna make it the coffee cups.
Yeah.
And yeah, we would definitely change the letters to keep the bright orange there. So-
And I'm not sure how the rest of the board feels about that, but that's just my thought.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It is a good idea.
So.
It's not Cape-oriented, but it's a better idea than mine, you know, horseshoe crab or something.
Do we need to have a discussion, or should I make a motion with those changes, or what would you like me to do, Mr., or do they come back to us, or what would you
We
like?
have to
two seem-
continue it or no? I mean, I'm okay with what Doug said, but
Do you want to see what he's going to do?
You
he
say,
has to come back.
I would,
Yeah,
if
think
I
that's-
could I request to come back in that regard?
Absolutely.
Just because I don't want to make any
Absolutely.
changes on the customer's behalf
Continuation to our,
that they're gonna not want.
Absolutely.
when's our next meeting, Chantel?
It is June 16th, I believe. It's in 2 weeks,
Is it the 18th?
18th.
I think that would be the 11th in
18th?
2 weeks.
Yeah, request a continuance to June 18th?
11th, I believe it is, isn't it?
2 weeks.
Fourth,
Oh, the
so
2 weeks, okay, 2
14th
weeks.
is 18th.
18th, very good. I'm terrible at math.
Okay.
Right,
He has
perfect.
requested. Doug.
All right, so Doug,
I would just like to add,
Oh, go ahead, Sam.
there's a compulsion on the design of the sign to fill the space. And as you make the lettering and those fronds bigger, they get less meaningful, less legible. And I think Hey Joe, and I'm looking at it from a good long way, when I compare the sign on the monitor that's down here and the sign that's on the building seems less legible than the sign, because obviously there's more of the background. And so I would give a little more, there's a thing in sign making, figure ground. Give a little more ground so that the legibility is improved.
Okay.
You might have to get out of your chair and walk back 10 yards and
Take a look at it.
see it from a distance.
Definitely.
because when you're right close, yeah. Anyway, that's my 2 cents.
Sounds good.
Perhaps you could present us with a couple of options. That
Options?
might be good.
All right, I will absolutely do so.
All right, so Doug Grant will make a motion to continue this until June 18th.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Bob Burns approves?
Tim Gilmore approves.
Darcy Sequin approves.
Sam Schreiber approves.
Doug Grattan approves.
And Dan Silver approves as well. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you very much. And thank you for being so easy to work with.
Yeah, no worries. It'd be a lot easier if we were the ones who designed it, and then you'd be like, oh yeah, we'll absolutely change that, and unfortunately, it's a customer who had a designer, and the designer came to us as the sign producer, and it's a whole process.
Well, they know they're going to get a sign, so,
Exactly.
yeah.
Okay. 25-38, Apres C, care of Sink Signorama. Application to install a wall sign on the structure located at 505 Main Street. And the Central Permitting Corps planner, Sarah Clark, has determined that the proposed sign complies with the sign bylaw.
All righty. Once again,
All right, my name is Ryan Bradley. I'm here representing Signorama and Apres. Caroline LaBelle, I'm here to we're looking to do a PVC attached wall sign. This one is just going to say the name of the business, Apres. It is going to be made on 12 millimeter PVC.
all righty.
This one does also have an attached swatch. And I can tell you that because we've actually done these signs for her in the past at her other location, that is the exact color that they will be. There's no question on this one, because it's actually, we took an old sample of her last sign and actually cut it up. So that is the exact color this time. It's a nice like purpley blue color.
What type of business is it?
It's a Pilates studio.
Okay.
If it's the same as her last one we did for her.
And I believe, is there lighting on this sign that you're aware of?
I'm not sure.
Okay. I believe there is existing lighting there that I'm assuming would be used with the new sign.
Okay.
But I think the colors look fine. I think it's gonna fit nicely on the building, so no questions.
Perfect.
Dan?
Well, now I could see you could do signs.
Yeah.
And what's really nice about it is composed with the facade, so that it works with the
Yes.
building itself and takes in the whole building. So this is a very successful, again, because of the confusion about printed colors. Take a quick look at this, because the white may just dissolve into the purple.
So like I said, we've made these ones in the past for her. Her other studio was in Dennis. It's still pretty legible from the street and everything like that. I believe it is actually a very nice look. It's muted, but it does look nice.
Oh, it's really a gray,
It's like a gray blue, yeah.
a gray blue. Oh, this color is much better.
Oh, he's like, oh, okay.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Anyway. Very good.
Darcy?
I have no questions.
I don't have any questions on this sign. I agree with Sam. Much better background when you're thinking in contrast to the last sign. And I like how the letters are spaced and they're not kind of on top of each other. I think you can see it much better, identify the business. So you might want to take that in consideration when looking at the last sign. But this is very nice.
Perfect, thank you.
Well done, no questions.
I'm surprised how easy it is to read, with being so toned down and calm,
This one was actually done in-house by our team of designers, so we are actually, unlike the other one, again, the customer found her own designer for. My designer's been with us for about 25 years, so I think his talent shows in these.
Great. All right, so Doug Grant will make a motion under signs, application 25-038 at Pre-C, care of Signorama. Application to install a wall sign on the structure located at 505 Main Street as presented.
Bob Burns, second. Bob Burns approves.
Tim Gilmore approves.
Darcy Sequin approves.
Sam Stryber approves.
Doug Ratton approves.
And Jen Silver approves. You got me there, Bob. Didn't know where the dead time on the,
You keep on coming to me.
you're a little
So
slow
what?
on
You
the.
look-
All right, Sam.
25-39, Apres C, care of Signarama. Application to install a hanging sign on the structure located at 505 Main Street. And the central permitting planner, Sarah Clark, has determined that the proposed hanging sign complies with the sign below. The sign is located over a public sidewalk, and the applicant has submitted a certificate of liability insurance.
Hello, my name is Ryan Bradley. I'm representing Signarama, South Yarmouth, and I'm here for APRA-C. So this is a 19 millimeter PVC sign, double-sided, same color scheme as the last one. It is going to be using the existing hanging bracket that was on the building already. We are, again, stainless steel clips and chains to make sure that it is hanging very nicely. This one, the chains are going to be welded, though, so it does not have a lot of swing. As per request of the customer, the last signs we did for her had too much swing, so we custom welded them to not swing as much, so.
All right,
Great sign, I have no questions.
Dan?
Couldn't you wait until the Coca-Cola truck went by?
I know, yeah, it's what I had. The other one, the first time I sent my guy out to take a picture, he just took it straight on, and I'm like, well, they're just gonna see the white edge. This doesn't help me at all.
Anyway, my comments for the first side. I think this is gonna be an event on the sidewalk. It looks quite nice. Again, I like the blue color.
Darcy?
Again, I think it's a great sign. Thank you.
Very nice sign.
Well done, no questions.
Absolutely no questions. Yep.
Okay, so Doug Ratton will make a motion under signs, application 25-039, Apres C, care of Signarama. Application to install a hanging sign on the structure located at 505 Main Street as presented.
Bob Burns, second.
Motion made and seconded. Bob?
Bob Burns approves.
Tim Gilmore approves.
Darcy Sequin approves.
Sam Stryber approves.
Doug Ratton approves.
Dan Silver approves. That's more like it.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
So, well, never mind. The next application is for an addition alteration, 25-037, Cheryl Cyber. Application to replace the windows on the structure located at 435 Main Street, Unit F.
Hello, John
Good
Hogan,
afternoon, sir.
property manager at that location. And we just want to replace the windows just like they are. But on my application, I did say like for like, but Chantel pointed out I put some grills in the windows. So if you would appease you better for us to put grills in all the windows, a half up or full windows, I'm open to that suggestion. But as far as the windows go, we're just replacing the same exact size. No header changes, no anything, just a simple replacement. With a 1x4 trim in the historical sill.
All right, Doug?
I think it's a great improvement on the property. I have no questions.
Sam?
So, window number one, is that got 6/6 right now?
It doesn't have anything in it right now.
It doesn't have anything, but you're showing a 6/6.
I'm showing a 6/6 or what would appease the board, whether it's 6/none 6/6.
So you're gonna increase the scale here by putting grills in the windows?
If that would appease the board, yes, absolutely.
Well, it's hard to tell.
Well, if I look at the windows that are on the, that's down the driveway off of Main Street. If I look at the windows on the Main Street, some of them have 6/9, some of them have 6/6. I mean, I was just gonna put the 6/6 on the gable end, #1 window.
Yeah.
And the windows up above. But, I mean, I'm willing to do, you know, whatever you guys suggest, or what you would like.
Well, it would change the whole look of the building. It would bring it into the context of the other buildings that are around it.
Yeah, to be honest with you, anything on that building's gonna be an improvement, so whether it's, no offense, but I mean, if something's gonna make you people happy with the 6/6 or the 6/none, we're open to suggestions.
Well, I mean, what looks nicer is 6/6. And then if you have a taller window, 9/9, the oriel,
Correct, but that's the tallest window in
okay.
the building. So my question to you
Which
would be,
number is the tallest, the 6/6?
would you like grills just in the front or all around? There are no grills in any of the
Good
windows
question.
now.
Whatever's visible from the street,
Okay,
that's what I would try to be fair.
absolutely.
Because I appreciate you're taking this on. Now, the window that has, I guess it's a 7, that's not a window right now, that's a grill of some sort,
Number 7,
or is it a casement?
those are, those are jealousy windows. You jealous?
Jealousy.
Yeah,
Jealousy.
jealousy. We're just gonna replace them with the double hung.
Yeah, good.
You want me to save those for you, the jealousy windows?
All right?
I think there's anybody who approaches this building with a little bit of love, you know, will approve.
It needs a little, that's for sure.
Okay.
Darcy?
What does the applicant want to do for the grills?
Um,
So what I thought would be best would be
You got to go,
You have to go to the podium and speak. That's why we have 2 podiums. And introduce yourself, please.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Cyber, and I bought this cute little building that everybody knows about. And I was thinking of doing the grills on the front, because that's, as you're walking down Main, that's what you see. And then on the sides and the back, just keeping the windows plain as they currently are.
okay, it's kind of incidental than what you're doing in the back, but yeah, I think that's a good idea to do that in the front.
I would agree, as far as the front goes, but I think you're making great improvements to the building.
Oh, thank you all.
I would agree also. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sam, would 2/2 be appropriate?
Excuse me?
Would 2/2 be appropriate?
That would be a division vertical. Yes, it would. Would
Yeah.
help.
The two, excuse me,
It's simpler. I'm just concerned that the 6/6 will get busy.
Yeah. Okay.
the 2/2 would look good in the smaller windows, because they're really not that wide.
Is number 3 window that's the next window, I think.
That's one,
Is
those
that,
are two.
is that on the parking lot side?
Three's on the pocket, three's on the right.
Don't go away from the microphone.
Whoops, sorry, there's a electronic.
There's a pointer at the podium.
Three's over there on the opposite driveway side.
Oh. Which, number 4 is on this side?
Number 4 is on on the left-hand side, looking at the building.
Okay, so it faces the parking lot. It's
Correct. They-
open. Okay, I would go along with that. Because there's only one window. I think the street side is the side to do the best. And, you know, leave it up to your,
I think they're
whatever
doing
you
pretty
wanna
good on
do.
their own.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so am I making a motion for the 6/6 in the front? Or what, am I leaving it, just approving it as the applicant applied?
What do you want?
Doug, excuse me.
Yes.
They did apply for 6/6 in the front.
Okay, so I can
As
just.
presented.
All right, great. So Doug Rat will make a motion for additions/alterations, application 25-037, Cheryl Cyber, care of John Hogan. Application to replace the windows on the structure located at 435 Main Street, Unit F, as presented.
Bob Burns, second.
Motion made and seconded?
Bob Burns approves.
Tim Gilmore approves.
Darcy Sequin approves.
Sam Stryber approves.
Doug Ratton approves?
And Dan Silver approves as well. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Luck.
Thanks,
It's really gonna
Chantel.
be nice when you got done.
Very nice.
Okay. Another addition alteration, 25-043, Larry's PX, care of Peter Mayo Martino. Application to replace windows, trim, siding, and front door on the structure located at 1591 Main Street.
Good afternoon, sirs.
Good afternoon, I'm Peter Mio Martino, I'm the contractor for Mr. Zaros.
And my name is, good afternoon, by the way. My name is Tony Zombas, property owner of Shop Ahoy Plaza.
Before we start, I'd like to make a statement. It's come to my attention today that on social media of some sort, that the town is being blamed for the holdup of the construction of this restaurant. That is, this town has been more cooperative than any other town I've dealt with on the Cape lately. The reason the holdup is the insurance claim hasn't been settled yet with Mr. Zaros. Zombas, I'm sorry. And secondly, we didn't even get to clean out the building because of the lawyers till April 12th. So it's not anything to do with the town holding this project up. The town's been more than cooperative.
Thank you for acknowledging that.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay. So, Sam,
Yep.
we ask you any questions? Are we going?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, do they want to?
So what are you proposing?
We're proposing to bring the building back to the original state it was before the crash that happened last Thanksgiving, using the same materials that were originally approved by this board 4 years ago. The vinyl siding. The only difference is we're not going to wrap the new trim with brake metal. That's really outdated nowadays. We're going to use AZAC for the new trim to match the existing exactly.
I think it sounds great and love to see it get back put together and up and running as soon as possible, so I have no more questions.
Yeah.
I think it's a great solution. And those, it's a little bothersome to have so many things stuck to the windows, but you're not going to put those.
I don't stick things to windows.
I know that people just,
We'll get another permit for that.
but I think that bringing it back faithfully to what it was is something that serves the community.
I think, and it's sad that the lawyers and the insurance company has been holding this project up this long, and I feel bad for the owner of the bit here, because it's coming out of his pocket for my fees right now, which is not fair. So we want to get moving on this as soon as possible. And again, the town has been more than cooperative in this with us, at least myself, with the building permits and whatnot.
Hey, Darcy?
I'm glad to see you're finally able to come before us.
I know, I know.
Yeah, it was a sad thing, but what you're doing is great, and hopefully you can move on quickly.
I wish we were here sooner.
I wish you were too.
Yeah, I'm sorry the out-of-town lawyers slowed the process down because I love to eat there, so hopefully you don't penalize the in-town lawyers.
Oh, I know it. It's not the first rodeo for me, so believe me.
Thank you. It looks great. I can't wait till it gets back operational.
Well, good, we'll have a party there, hopefully.
Just,
I think you'll make the whole town happy
yes,
once it's done.
two comments. I've received 2 phone calls saying that the HBDC is holding up this thing. And the guy said,
That's what I got a
Yeah.
phone call on.
yeah, they said, you're holding up. Matter of fact, I played golf today, and the guy accused me of holding. I said, no. He said, it's not us. So,
I know the tenant is very anxious to get back in and things take time.
I know.
I mean, I just ordered the windows today, and they told me they're 4 weeks out
Yeah.
before I can even get glass to start framing, so.
The only other comment, which is sort of a side comment, and I think Sam mentioned it, Tony, you've done a great job in the plaza. You've been before us. A little uncomfortable with all the stickers on the windows. And there's one business there that is well done. It is just covered with stickers, so,
I guarantee you, my new windows will have no stickers.
no
on them.
stickers, okay.
Till the tenant moves back in anyway.
Okay, and no further questions, but just a side comment about the stickers.
I was really in a quadrum. I've been eating there for 60 years, and I didn't have any place to go anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get that running again tomorrow, it won't be any too soon. I've got no problems whatsoever with this.
You're looking at
proposal.
a good couple of months, I think, before it gets open.
Well, I hope soon.
I hope sooner, but it depends on the supplies.
Yeah, because I'm
and-
concerned about the workers too. I don't want to lose any of them, staff.
Yep.
All right, so under additions/alterations, Doug Grant will make a motion for application 25-043, Larry's PX, care of Peter Mio Martino, application to replace windows, trim, siding, and front door on the structure located at 1591 Main Street as presented.
Bob Burns, second.
Go ahead.
Bob Burns approves?
Tim Gilmore approves.
You got to second the motion first.
He did, didn't he?
I did.
Oh, you did? I thought you just said approved. Okay.
We're all
Do it
set.
again. I second,
Good.
and I approve.
Tim Gilmore approves.
Sam Stryber approves.
Darcy Sequin approves.
Doug Grattan approves.
Tony Zombas approves.
And Dan Silver approves as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Very much.
Again, I want to thank the staff upstairs. They've been very helpful in everything we've been doing.
Thank you for making
Thank you,
that
and good
statement.
evening, everyone.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, really. Good luck with you. I mean, really.
Doug Grattan will make a motion to adjourn.
Bob Burns, second. Bob Burns approves?
Tim Gilmore approves.
Darcy Sequin approves.
Sam Stryber approves.
Doug Grattan approves.
And Dan Silver approves as well. Thank you so much, folks. And don't forget to wait.